into minus r. R by 2 is r. Both are added up, divided by here, these two gets cancelled, and sigma into pi r square. Sigma pi r square gets cancelled. Here we have minus r by 4. Instead of minus r by 6 here, it is minus r by 4 means center of mass is shifted towards left. It is going to be at a distance r by 4 distance from the center towards left. That's how we will be able to calculate the center of mass of the removed portion or cavity there. Center of mass of a uniform solid cone. And let it be right circular cone, it is solid cone throughout it, cone of radius r, and height of the cone be h, mass of the cone be m, and let the cone axis be along the y-axis. So since the cone is symmetric about y-axis, center of mass will have only y-coordinate, x-coordinate of center of mass is going to be 0. Therefore, only we have to calculate y-coordinate of center of mass. So, for that purpose, the procedure is imagine, as because the continuous body, imagine that to be divided into small elements. Consider the given cone be divided into circular discs. Let us consider a circular disc which is at a height y from the base of the cone, and let the thickness of the disc be dy be the thickness of the disc. So we are imagining the given cone into circular discs, considering a cone a circular disc of thickness dy situated at a distance y. Let the r radius of the circular disc be r. So first thing is mass of the disc. Before that, rho of the disc, volume density of the disc, so volume density of the cone. Mass of the cone is m, volume of the cone is pi r square h by 3. 1/3 pi r square h is the volume of the cone. Therefore, this gives you density of the cone material. Then we have to calculate the mass of the disc to which that is divided, elemental disc mass. This mass of this disc. It is the area of the disc is pi r square, thickness of the disc is dy. Therefore, multiplying this gives you volume of the disc, and density of the disc is rho. Therefore, this is giving you mass of the disc. It's a uniform circular disc we are considering as mass of this much, radius r. It is along the y-axis. Therefore, center of that disc is at its center. So therefore, center of mass of the disc is at the center of the disc, which happens to be at a distance y from the origin. Therefore, y-coordinate is y. Therefore, like this, what is the center of mass of the entire cone is integral of y dm 1 by m as per the definition. So y is the coordinate of the center of mass of the disc, y coordinate. So therefore, that is y distance. 1 by m integral y dm is pi rho r square dy. But r is not same for all the discs. When I choose a disc here, the radius is small. When I choose the disc here, radius is bigger. So therefore, when I choose the different discs, circular discs, they will have different radii. Therefore, r is a variable. And we have two variables here, but integration we need only one variable. We have to convert r into y, r by single variable. So we use these similar triangles. This triangle and this triangle, these are two similar right angle triangles. And this distance is h minus y. So therefore, r divided by h minus y is capital R divided by h. Using similar triangle property, small r divided by h minus y is equal to capital R by h, implying r is equal to r by h into h minus y. So that is how we express r in terms of y variable. substitute it here. Therefore, YCM is equal to 1 by m integral y. Pi rho we can take out of the integral because they are constant. Y into r square. R square is r square by h square. R square by h square both are constant, therefore they can be taken out of the integral. H minus y whole square into dy. This will be equal to pi rho r square by m h square integral. Since it is variable, integration over the variable y varying between what limits? Y is equal to 0 here, y is equal to h, all the cone is covered from 0 to h. Therefore, limits are 0 to h, and y into h square plus y square minus 2hy into dy, minus 2hy into dy. So, this is pi rho r square by mh square integral 0 to h square y dy minus y square dy 0 to h plus y square dy minus 2h integral y square dy, y cube dy here, y into y square, y cube dy. So, h square y dy, y cube dy, 2h into y square dy. H is constant, I could take out of the integral here h. These are the three integrals we will be getting. Pi rho r square by mh square integral h square y dy is y square by 2. Y square is h square, means h to the power of 4 by 2 plus h to the power of 4 by 4, because y to the power of cube dy, y cube dy integral is y4 by 4, y to the power of 4 by 4. Substituting the upper limit h to the power of 4 by 4, lower limit 0, therefore it will not have any contribution. Therefore, next one is 2h into y square, y cube by that. Therefore, 2h 4 by 3, y cube by 3, therefore 2h4 by 3. So, from this simplification what we get? Pi rho r square by mh square into h square, when I take common, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 minus 2 by 3. So, value comes out to be 2 into 4, 8 to 8 3s are 24. 24 means 12. This is pi rho r square h to the power of 4, h to the power of 4 by h square. Denominator is 24, 12 plus 6 minus 16. So, this is 18 minus 16 is 2, 2 by 12, 24 is 1 by 12. 1 by 12 I can substitute, therefore I will get the answer as pi rho h square by m into 1 by 12. So, that is what I will be getting as YCM. But rho is 3m by pi r square h. I will substitute here rho square, r square as it is there. So, therefore, substituting here YCM now becomes pi r square pi r square h square by m into 12m, this part, into rho. Rho is 3m by pi r square h. So, r square, pi gets cancelled, m gets cancelled, 3 by 4, 1 of the h. That comes out to be h by 4. So, center of mass of a solid cone whose axis, uniform solid cone, whose axis is along the y-axis and whose base is at the center of the base is at the origin. Center of mass is on y-axis, which is at a distance h by 4 from the base. The center of mass height is h by 4. That is the height of the center of mass. That's how we calculate the center of mass of a solid cone. Next we go for center of mass of a solid hemisphere.